Yes, I'm talking to you. 28% of Americans are practicing yoga. This is according to a study done in 2016. Yoga is an ancient Indian practice which encompasses the mind, body, and soul. The word yoga comes from Sanskrit, which means to unite. Yoga is currently being extensively studied for its many benefits on health and wellness. So let's look at some history. Evidence of yoga postures date back to 2700 BC. System of postures, focused concentration, breathing techniques. Yoga means, again, to unite. That means mind, body, and soul. A female practitioner, as you all are, would be called yoginis, and a male practitioner would be called a yogi. And that's when there's a group of them, I would call them yogis. You get it. So yoga has three parts. The first part is asana, or postures, which I'm sure some of you are familiar with. And then there is pranayama, which is breathing. And then there is meditation, or mindfulness, when you sit and think about nothing, which is, we all know, very hard to do, right? You can just think about nothing. Not me. Some of the advantages of yoga on health is improves cardiovascular health, means it decreases blood pressure, it helps with certain dysrhythmias, such as atrial fibrillation, or if you have an increase of heart rate, it helps control those types of issues. It increases strength and flexibility, improves respiratory function, it helps expand lungs, improves, reduces stress and anxiety, which I'm sure we are all dealing with that now. Or some of us are a little bit less because the holiday season's over, right? It aids in weight reduction, diabetes management, improves mentation and overall mood, reduces pain related to chronic illnesses such as arthritis, back pain, especially lower back pain. There are 5 popular types of yoga that I'm going to discuss. The first one is Hatha Yoga, which is the most commonly practiced yoga. It is the form of stretching, muscle work. It has relaxation benefit. It also can align, balance body systems. So if you have certain things such as if you are addicted to nicotine or alcohol, it can actually help you curb that addiction. It is also good for strengthening and toning the body. It relaxes tension, which can also help you decrease anxiety and stress levels. The next type of yoga I'm going to discuss is the Iyengar, which is much like the Hatha Yoga, but it is a more hands-on in terms of there's less of breathing. In terms of Hatha is less breathing. Iyengar Yoga is more breathing and moving, so every movement is linked to a breath. Some of the benefits for Iyengar Yoga is it aligns body. So if you've had some kind of spine injury or neck injury, this is more targeted for those types of people. It also helps with depression, again, back and neck pain. So it's not a beginner's type of yoga, but it's more of a medium, like the second level of yoga. Next is the Bikram Yoga, which is also known as hot yoga. I'm sure everyone's heard of hot yoga. It is when the temperature of the room is turned to 115 degrees, and the humidity in there is like above 40%. So the theory behind that is it flushes out toxins through sweating. So if you do choose to ever do this type of yoga, the one thing to keep in mind is hydration, which is really important. You could extremely get dehydrated from doing this type of yoga because you're in that really heated environment. The next type of yoga that I'm going to talk about is Ashtanga Yoga, which is, again, linking breath with movement. It helps increase circulation, blood circulation. The theory behind that is it heats the blood and makes it circulate faster, so it gets rid of the toxins faster, and it also thins the blood, which in some cases those who are more prone to like strokes, if they have diabetes, it thins the blood and helps you prevent strokes. Finally, the one that is really mostly unheard of, but it is still very popular, is Kundalini Yoga. It is great for flexibility, lung expansion, stress management, and this is the type of yoga that incorporates dynamic breathing technique, meditation, and chanting, which increases self-awareness. This is the yoga that you would do for more like finding yourself and just being aware of who you are and finding your inner self. This is that yoga that you would do for peace. Not that you wouldn't do the other yogas for peace, but this is more geared towards that finding peace within yourself and more self-awareness. As with any form of physical exercise, you guys all know that you have to make sure you get, see a doctor, get an approval, say that it's okay, that you're all cleared. There are several types of yoga, as I mentioned, to choose from, and there is a yoga that matches your skill level, whether you're a beginner or an expert. So, and there's also lots of evidence that suggests that yoga can help improve cardiovascular health, like blood pressure, decreases anxiety, lowers blood sugar levels, improves respiratory function, reduces and or maintain weight, and improves mood. There was a study done in 2013 on Iyengar Yoga that revealed that participants and instructors alike noticed an improvement in muscle tone, increased energy, as well as an overall enthusiasm for life. So as you can see, there's all this evidence that shows that yoga definitely can be beneficial to health. The practice of yoga has gained popularity with those seeking alternative to regular medical model, such as, there are lots of people who are taking lots of pain medicine for backache, for neck ache. This is an alternative for those who are tired of taking medicine. And some of those who have liver function decline or renal function decline, they can try these types of this type of yoga for pain instead of taking those medications which are harsh on those body systems. So, and there was also a study done in 2010, which was not a study, but it was a review of studies done previously that also suggests that yoga can be equally, if not better than exercise, that improving functionality with multiple body systems. So give yoga a try and reap all the benefits. Namaste. We got 7 minutes.